just waiting for some people to come in the room. Okay, so this is going to be the same video I just went live on. I did not realize that the camera had went out, or that Facebook only played like 4 minutes of my video. So I just went ahead and deleted it, and I decided to do the video again. And this is like growth for me, because usually if something doesn't go my way, I just be like, man, forget it, whatever. That's just that, it happened for a reason. But no, I wanted to do this again because of growth. So today's video is about what is truth. Like, what is truth to you? What does truth really mean? And the reason why this thought came to my mind was because I had saw something on social media. Somebody had posted something, and their post was, when you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you that you're sick, are you sick because the doctor told you were sick and you believe it to be true, or are you sick because it's the fact that you were sick? But in reality, it's all in your mind. What do you choose to believe? And then it also made me remember the placebo effect. And the placebo effect, in a nutshell, is the doctors give you a pill, and it's like a study, and the pill is just sugar water, and it's either a sugar water pill or it's the actual drug, but the patient does not know which pill it is given. It's all in their mind whether or not this pill is going to cure them or whatever sickness they have. And so what the placebo effect shows is that there was really no difference between the patients that had the sugar pill versus the patients that had the actual drug pill. In the end, they still all got healed based on their mind and their perception of the medicine. So, going forward, I have my computer here, and what I wanted to do was give you some knowledge on our language. And I have the word truth, I have the word belief, and I have the word fact, because I believe that we take our language out of context. Like, we use words and we don't realize that we're using it in the wrong context, or we're using it, I'm not going to say wrong, we're using it out of context of what the true meaning of the word is, because what we use in this human existence is language. That's how we communicate, that's how we maneuver. So if we know that, we should be able to use the words in the context that it is given. So the first word is truth, and I'm going to read the definition of each word. And the definition of truth is the quality or state of being true, that which is true or in accordance with fact or reality, a fact or belief that is accepted as true. Then we're going to go to the word belief, an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. And then the second definition is trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. Then the last word is fact, a thing that is indisputably the case, used in discussing the significance of something that is the case, a piece of information used as evidence or as part of a report or news article. So the word fact, how can we distinguish what a fact is in this reality? And for example, a fact in this reality is the sun comes up and the sun goes down. We have the moon and we have the stars. You know, an example here on the computer is that this dog has fleas. And the way you know that is by looking at it and you seeing the fleas. Okay? And when I breathe in, I must breathe out. When I jump up, I must come down. Those are facts. That's not a belief. That is the fact of the matter in this reality. Like, we do have facts in this reality. It is what it is. Whether or not you believe it to be true or not, it is a fact. So then let's go to belief. And it says trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. So my question is, what is it that you believe to be true? What is truth to you? Because the definition of truth is a fact or belief that is accepted as true. It's accepted. It isn't true. It's accepted as true. It's not a fact. It's something that you accept to be true. That is what truth is. It's an acceptance of something based on your belief. Okay? So, for example, I will always use myself as an example. What I believe to be true based on my belief is that if I eat a certain way, if I eat fruits and vegetables, based on my belief that that is the most healthiest for my body, because as a human, that is our diet that was given. That is true to me because I believe it to be true. Okay? Then you have those that believe that they can eat anything, and it doesn't matter. They can eat meat, they can eat whatever, and it's not going to affect them in any way based on their belief. Now, based on the facts of things, now I'm going to say based on the facts, based on the truth of things, with a person that believes that if they eat a different type of diet, like fruits and vegetables, and then they believe that eating that way is healthier for them, but then they decide they want to eat something against that, then you're going against your own belief, you're going against your own nature of things, and then you will receive the consequences of that. And that's where the dis-ease comes from, because you are going against the nature of yourself and all that you are, because of your own beliefs. So my question is, to myself and to everyone, is what is really truth? What is truth? Because truth is basically what you believe to be true. You believe that being in this environment, or I should say myself, being in this environment is not conducive to my being because it's toxic. Because I believe that to be true to me. You know, and I believe that the sun, that I am the sun, and that I receive signals from the sun to receive the consciousness and to have all the knowing. That is a belief. Is that really a fact? It's only a fact because I believe it to be true. And then, like, being in your environment, the foods that you eat, the people you're around, like, everything around you that you believe in is only true because of a belief. It's not fact, it's not law. And it's all in your mind. Your mind plays a big part in everything. But in the end, everything is an illusion. We are in an illusion in this reality. Nothing is real. It's all based with how you feel and what you think inside, and it is projected because of what you believe in. So what do you believe in? And are you living according to that law within yourself? Because if you're not, then you are going against your own nature. And I believe that nature is a fact. I believe when I went to nature, when I went to Costa Rica, I was able to get closer to the source of what I felt that was real. Because in nature does not care. Nature does not have emotion. And what I mean by nature, I mean the actual physical location of nature. The trees will always be trees. The monkeys will always be monkeys. Nothing goes against itself in nature. Everything in nature goes with the flow of the order of things. But see, the difference between the animal and the human being is that the animal is basing everything by instinct, by the laws of nature. And with humanity, we have the choice. We have consciousness. We are aware. We are self-aware of ourselves. So therefore, we have the ability to think and choose. But then when you come back to nature, when you go into nature, when you be a part of that environment, it's like you have this new understanding of of life and what it is. But that is based on my belief. It's all based on my belief to be true. So until you have that experience, you won't really know. And even if you go and be in nature, then you will have your own experience that you can go off of. Okay? But then closing this video is all about knowing yourself and knowing who you are and learning yourself. And through my belief, I believe in knowing yourself is through learning your astrological chart, your birth chart. You know, knowing how your mind works. You know, knowing how you perceive things. Knowing your purpose in this life. Just knowing yourself. Because in order for you to love yourself, you must understand yourself. And you cannot understand yourself if you cannot love yourself. So how can you love another? You cannot love nothing without loving yourself first, and you have to know yourself in order to do that, because once you understand who you are, once you know who you are, then you can stand on a foundation and you can be focused and you can stand in your power, and you will know, and no one cannot deter you because you have a close relationship with self. You love self. And so in knowing your astrological energy, you will know your true ego, and your ego is your self-acceptance. It's a self-knowing of who you are. It has nothing to do with whether you think you are that. And the sun sign is that's what it is. And then your moon sign is your reaction, your emotions. And then your Mercury is how you intellectualize everything, and your Venus is your mind. Your heart is your mind. That's where all thought, that's where all life derives from. So you need to know how your genetic makeup is through your astrological energy. So that way you will have your own beliefs. You have your own truths, instead of looking and trying to follow someone else and what they believe, because they're different from you. Even though we are all the same, it's my reflection, whatever, we still have different perception, a different mind, a different genetic makeup. And until you know who you are, you're going to be lost in the sauce and trying to follow somebody else because they are standing in their sense of their being. But you have the same ability. You have the same ability in this existence. This is your reality. You created it. Right now, I'm talking to you. You created me to come to you and talk to you and tell you to wake up. Know thyself. This is not real. This is not real. This whole existence that we're in is not real. It is a game, the game of life. And don't be afraid to play it. Yeah, you might have obstacles coming your way, but hey, that's life. But through your perception, you decide how you want to defeat those obstacles. But this is an illusion that we're in. So don't get so caught up in what's true and what's a belief, what's fact. Don't get caught up in that. Because through your mind and through your perception, you can control everything. You are in control in your life. So if you believe that you are not in control in your life, then that's how it will play out. You will not be in control of this existence. But it all stems from thought. That's what it stems through. So start learning yourself, start creating your own beliefs on what you choose to believe that is true. Now, through my channel, I'm expressing myself and my journey and my experiences to you, to what I believe is true. You know, I believe in what I put in my body. It plays a part in my body, is affected by it. But that is just by my belief. I believe my environment plays a big part in my perception and in my choices. I believe that. So I'm showing you through my reality and who I am and what I believe in. So I welcome you to do the same. Peace, love, and light. Take care of yourself.